Hey you guys, it's Cienna. Thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button as well as that bell so you get notified every single time I upload. We're back, we're better, and I'm back with another story time. Y'all love my story times and I'm gonna keep them coming. As long as you guys are going down below and hitting that subscribe button and that bell, it is so important that you guys are clicking thumbs up so I can bring you guys more great content. And make sure you guys are clicking hype after you click the thumbs up because it really helps with my content and it helps me stay motivated to give you guys good content. So help me help you. Y'all, I'm really starting to think that the dating pool has shit in it. I'm starting to think that there's some piss in the dating pool. Because, honey, every time I give dating a chance, I realize why I don't need to give dating a chance. And it sucks because I'm such a lover girl. And you know, like, I love and I love to be a partner and I love to have a partner. And you know what I'm saying? All of that. So this is a couple of weeks ago. And lately I've been on Tinder. I've been on Tinder simply because let me see what the teas are. Let me see what's out there. Let me see what's in the dating pool besides shit. And let's see what's going on with the guys. So I downloaded Tinder and you know, I'm back in Tampa, like I'm back in the dating life, I'm single, I'm beautiful. Why not go on some dates, get some meals, have some good conversation, and chit chat with the men's, you know? So I'm scrolling one night and scrolling. This one looks kind of nice, right? He had a cute outfit on, he had some locks, he was almost my type. He was a little bit lighter than I would usually go for, but he was my type nonetheless. So I end up swiping right on him. I never message first. I'm just not the type of girl that is messaging you first. I feel like it just gave I'm barking at the screen and like, you're a baddie, you're the birthday. These niggas don't be the birthday. So I don't really be swiping up first. I let a nigga message me. So I swipe right. Ding, of course, he messages me. So I want to read you guys my bio real quick. So my bio says, 25, full-time hottie. Let's FaceTime, then go get some food and drinks. Always down for a good margarita and a fun time. Usually the funny one, my energy steals the show. Not into casual encounters, one-nighters. Let's go to the beach, drink margaritas, stare into each other's eyes, and talk about life. I could be the love of your life. I'm looking for genuine connections, not into hookups, right? I feel like that sets the tone of a bitch that's about their business. You know what I'm saying? Like a girl that's looking for genuine connections and wants a margarita from time to time. Like, hello? That's what it is. So I would assume that anybody that would message me would be like, oh, this is a girl you take out on a date. This is not a girl that is looking for hookups and stuff because obviously I just fucking said that I'm not, right? Okay, cool. He's like, hey, what's up? Whatever the case may be. Actually, y'all know I love a receipt. Hold that thought. He says, so beach and margaritas tomorrow morning or late night? I said, LOL, I'm busy tomorrow, but I choose morning over night. He said, fuck, Sunday's my only day off, but I work overnight, so we could definitely make morning plans. Sounds like you know good spots. I'll bring the cash. Also, I don't think you got more personality than me. I said, LOL, yes, I know the spots. I'll pick the spot and you bring your wallet. Just let me know what you're thinking. And I don't know, I have a lot of personality. He said, we gonna see, mama. What's your number and IG? I can text back on there. Oh, I can't text back on there right now. I'm in trouble. Send him my IG, send him my number. We get to texting. So while we're texting, honestly, men just generally piss me off because like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I just have like a very short fuse when it comes to men because I just always have that feeling of like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. If you know, you know. If you talk to the male species, you know. So we're texting. I'm not really too much replying, but when I am, like the conversation is, I guess, flowing because he's replying. When we first started texting, he had already kind of thrown me off because he was like, oh, you're not replying. You better reply before I spank that fat ass butt.
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
Who the fuck are you talking to? Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? Especially being this was the first conversation. So immediately I stopped replying, but being that he did seem cool, I'm like, oh, this message threw me the fuck off. Don't do it again. You would think that after me setting the tone of sexual jokes are not working with me, that he would have stopped. maybe we wouldn't be here for a story time. But here we are, because it did not stop. We end up getting on FaceTime, and I'm making my little dirty martini. I'm having a little martini. We're talking, we're chatting. I look gorgeous. I had some long curly hair in, bitch. I felt cut. We're on FaceTime. The vibe is literally just fine. Like, the vibe is actually really cool. We're making jokes. He did have a lot of personality. I'm making jokes. He's making jokes. We're kind of ping-ponging off of each other's jokes. Like, I can't lie. The vibe was not bad. I was actually quite enjoying him. So we started talking about what we do for work. He worked for Google. We started talking about what we do for fun. Just all of the regular get to know each other stuff. Before I knew it, we were on FaceTime for like 2 to 3 hours. Literally. So obviously the conversation was really going well. So now I'm looking forward to seeing him tomorrow because I'm like, okay, you're actually pretty cool. So I thought, right? We continue talking on the phone, and then he lets me know that he works in the area that I live in. So I'm like, oh, period. He's like, yeah, maybe when I go on my break, if you're still up, I can come and say hey. So I'm like, I don't want to say hey, because you think you about to come into my house at 2, 3 in the morning when you get on break, and this is not that kind of party. I just came to dance. So he's like, whoa, like, it's not giving that. I just want to come say hello to you. Like, I think you're beautiful. I'm enjoying our conversation. Like, I just want to say hey. So I'm like, you know what? Ding. So I'm like, you know what? You want to say hey? We can do that. You can come. I'll come to the car because you're not coming into my house, and we could chit chat for a bit while you're on break. He's like, all right, bet. So time passes of us texting and whatnot, and it gets down to the time that he said that he was going to pull up to come see me, and I start getting ready. I didn't put on anything crazy. I was wearing just a regular t-shirt, some shorts. I had my high top Converse on. So I had to put on a fit. I had to throw a fit. Because even though it's 3 in the morning, I'm about to come outside and see you. Like, I'm going to give a casual set, but I'm going to give a casual but cute set. So you can be like, damn, she really is bad. Hello? So I have my little short shorts on, my high top Converse, my t-shirt, hair real big and curly. And I walk to the car, you know, wibble wobble, wibble wibble, wibble wobble, wibble wobble, wibble wibble, wibble wobble. Right? So I wobble my way over to the car. I hate when I'm walking to a nigga car and the car is facing me. Because now I'm having to really think about how I'm walking. Left, right, left, right, left, right. You know, wibble wobble, hip to the right, hip to the left. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to look fucking stupid. And I don't know, for some reason, when I'm walking to a nigga car and he can see me, I feel like it just gives me. So I'm walking to the car. I'm like, fuck, it's facing me. Okay, whatever. Get to the car. I go sit in the car, and he, you know, we hug, whatever case, but he's like, damn, you smell good. I'm like, yeah, it's Mew Mew. Because Mew Mew's like our favorite scent, right? I'm like, yeah, it's Mew Mew. So we sit in, we're talking. I'm being like, kind, bitch. I'm just being kind. I'm just sitting there like, yeah, like, no, I was just chilling, like, blah. And we start talking. He's actually funny. So we're laughing. He making little jokes. I'm making little jokes. It was his break. So he had stopped and got food on the way. So he's sitting in the car and he's eating his little food or whatever it can be. He's like, you want some? With ketchup all over his mouth. I'm like, I'm okay, baby. You sure can't put it away, though. But I'm okay, babe. So he eats his food or whatever it can be. We're talking. We're laughing. It was mad cold in the car. So I'm like, turn this air up, honey. You trying to freeze me to death, bitch. Like, turn this up. So he turns the air up. We're sitting, we're talking. Now, you would think that everything was going well and that this ends in an amazing date and this ends in an amazing conversation. But keep on watching. So he is basically like, making jokes, making little like sexual jokes about my body. Like, he's like mentioning how thick I am and like just the shorts that I'm wearing and just making little corny little jokes. And I'm like, at first, I'm not the type of bitch that fake laugh at jokes. If it's not funny, I'm not gonna laugh because I'm funny. So if it's not funny, I'm not gonna laugh, babe. So when he was making his little jokes, I was giving, you're so but not really giving like a laugh. It was more like a zinger, knee slapper, like, bitch, you're not funny. Because I just don't like those kind of jokes. I'm just thinking it was all late and stuff. Like, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. He goes from making jokes about my body when I obviously was not amused to making jokes about his body, saying how he got a dinosaur genital, how he got a dinosaur piece, how it's so big, like fuck a horse, it's a dinosaur, da da da. And I'm not going to lie. I was like, dinosaur, you say? But that's in my head. I'm like, never seen a dinosaur in person. Thought they were extinct, but yeah. Look, because I'm sizing you up. Maybe he do that. But I'm not letting it be known, like, obviously that I'm, like, thinking about it, like, But, like, you know, it did pique my interest. But we not on that. Like, I'm not on that. I'm not about to even make you think that we're on that. This is not that, babe. So, in the midst of all of that, I tell him, I'm like, and tomorrow on our date, leave all of them little corny little jokes behind. I'm like, leave those little jokes at home. He's like, oh, I ran out of jokes. I'm like, you definitely ran out of jokes about 3.5 jokes ago. No shade. Leave those at home, for real. So he's like, all right, cool. We hugged. Actually, I left the part out. We took some pictures together. Boop, 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 boop. Insert pictures on the screen. I'm going to X his face out or something. But we took some selfies together. And I'm in my head like, like, we kind of look decent together. Like, we look okay. We look decent. So I saved his number. He saved my number. We both put our contact pictures of the pictures that we just took. And he leaves. Oh, wait. I left out another part. So while we're sitting there, my nails was not done. My nails was not done. And he was like, you need your nails done? And I was like, I have an appointment tomorrow, first of all. So don't talk about my nails unless you're paying for them. He was like, no, I'm really asking. Like, do you need your nails done? And I was like, I have an appointment at 9:30. Why are you paying for it? And he was like, yeah, how much is it going to be? And I was like, and he was like, no, don't drag it. Don't say no crazy number. And I was like, no, it's going to be like 90. And he was like, 90? He was like, all right. He literally pulled out his phone and Apple paid me 90 right then and there. Insert screenshot. Right then and there. So I'm like, thank you. He like, let me see your nails after they're done. These are literally the nails. I just got short, white, and I got my toes done. So he's like, let me see your nails when they're done. So I'm like, okay, period. So now I'm like, all right, like, whatever, like, and he like, yeah, I be tricking. I'm like, you think $90 is tricking? I mean, I guess technically he was tricking because, like, he just met me first time thinking me, he sent me money for my nails. I suppose. I mean, but on the other end, like, we're going on a date tomorrow, so yeah, pay for something. I don't know. Like, what do y'all think? Like, was that tricking? I don't feel like that was tricking. I feel like tricking would have been taking me shopping or something, but paying for my nails, like, I guess that's like pre-tricking. I guess that's like the tricking before the tricking begins. You know what I'm saying? All right, boom. Pay for my nails, boom. We say bye to each other. I go in the house. I'm like, period. I'm actually excited for the date. We text. He let me know when he get back to work. I let him know I'm going to sleep. Next day comes for the date. I'm getting ready for the date. And mind y'all, like I said, this was after I had stood him up the first time. So I'm getting ready for the date. I'm like, what am I going to wear? It was a rainy day. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to wear my pink Lulu set and my pink New Balance. It's real cute. Hair real cute. You know, it's kind of... I get dressed, I do a little light beat on my face, insert picture here, I looked cute, I looked kind. First of all, he was supposed to be here at 12:30. When 12:30 come, I'm looking at my phone like, all right, like, it's 12:30, have I been stood up? He texts me right in the midst of me like, what the fuck? He texts me letting me know he just woke up. Red flag. Immediately red flag. Why are you just waking up at the time you said you would be here? He's like, oh, sorry, like I overslept, but I'm gonna be on my way right now. Like I already showered and stuff. I just gotta throw something on, I'm like, okay, bet. He ends up getting to me at like 1:30. So now I'm sitting, waiting. I hate waiting. I hate sitting dressed. Like I'm always late to shit because I like the stuff to already be started and then I get there once it's already going on. Because I don't like just sitting dressed and waiting. That's just annoying to me. So I'm sitting waiting, whatever the case may be. But hey, fuck it. He ends up getting here. He was gonna get a 2-stop Uber because we already agreed that we were gonna be drinking. I'm not, baby, precious cargo. I'm not driving with no nigga drinking. I never been in a car with you driving and no. He's like, oh, Uber. He gets a 2-stop Uber. When the Uber gets here, the Uber lady is basically telling him, oh, I didn't know it was 2 stops. How the fuck you didn't know it was 2 stops? I didn't know it was 2 stops. I have something to do. I can't take you. You're going to have to call it an Uber. So when I walk outside, he's just standing there like this. Meep. Meep. So I'm like, where the Uber? So he told me what happened. I'm like, all right, bet. He calls another Uber. It say 8 minutes. We're in Florida. 8 minutes outside in Florida is crazy. So I'm like, ugh. Okay, I'm like, let me go to the leasing office over because I gotta ask them something. There's air in there, and then let's see how much time is left. I go, my question was mad quick. We walk outside, it's still saying 8 minutes. So I'm like, all right, I guess we can go into my crib. Like, I guess. We walk in, we go to the kitchen. I'm like, you wanna take a shot? He's like, yeah. So I go to my pantry, pull out a shot, pours a little shot, we take a shot. We sitting there like twiddling our thumbs because I'm irritated that you even let the Uber do that. Like, what? Like, I'm irritated. So we get in the Uber. We already had conversation the night before, so when we got in the Uber, like, it wasn't awkward or anything. Like, honestly, we were really just chatting. We're chatting on the way. It's like 30 minutes. Now, we get there, and we sit down, and I'm instantly irritated because this nigga starts slouching down on the table. Like, insert picture here. He starts slouching down on the table, scrolling on his phone when we get there. So I'm sitting there like, and I have a phone addiction. One thing to know about me is I'm gonna use this phone. But because I know that I do that, when I go on dates, I don't use my phone because I don't want to be rude. And I know that sometimes I do it unknowingly, so I consciously don't use my phone. He's sitting there slouched up on the table scrolling. So I take a picture, take a pic. And I sent it to my homegirl, like, girl, I'm irritated. Text message here. I'm like, girl, I'm irritated. Like, he came late, his breath smelled a little funny, and he all slouched up on the table. Like, I'm so irritated. So I go to the bathroom. I'm like, girl, I'm irritated. His breath smelled a little funny. He got there all late. He slouched up on the table like he don't want to be there, looking late. He got a bald patch in the middle of his head. Like, I'm dumb tight. Like, I'm just irritated. Like you're Patchy the Pirate. Your breath smelled a little funny, so it's giving Dirty Dan. And, like, I'm irritated. I'm like, so I'm very vocal. One thing to know about me is I'm a very vocal person. So I'm like, sit up. Like, you all slouched. Like, sit up. So he sits up. We're talking. The conversation is not talking about nothing. When I tell y'all, everything he was saying was about his peace, was about my body, was about something just sexual. So I'm sitting there like, you got one more time and I'm gonna leave. Straight like that. He's like, nah, I'm just joking. Like, I'm playing with you. Like, no, don't do that. I'm like, okay, so stop doing that. He's like, all right, yeah, that was the last one. I'm like, all right, bet. Child, we keep talking. Now the conversation's getting better because I think me being like, kind of registered to him, like, oh, wait, I'm wildin'. Let me chill. He relaxes. Now the conversation is kind of cool. Back to how it was the night before. We're laughing. He's making jokes. I'm making jokes. The food was... If you've never been to Nueva Cantina in Tampa, we were supposed to go to the movies before we went to the restaurant. But because he was late, we were going to miss our reservation for the time slot that he had. And by the time we had got downtown, we would have already missed about 30 to 45 minutes of the movie. So I'm like, all right, let's just go to the restaurant, scratch the movie, like, da-da. So while we're eating and stuff, he's like, oh, let's still go to the movies. Do you still want to go? I'm like, we can, like, sure, like, we can go to the movies still. So he's like, all right, bet. He ends up buying more tickets on his phone to go see Spider-Man. I actually did want to see Spider-Man. So I'm like, all right, bet. He gets more tickets. He's like, we're going to go see Spider-Man. I'm like, okay, cool. We were able to take our little drinks from the restaurant. So I'm sipping. We're sitting outside of the restaurant. He's like, come sit on my lap. I'm like, no, I'm not sitting on your lap. But now I feel like I'm being a bitch. So I'm like, all right, like, I'm gonna sit on your lap. So I sit on his lap, and I'm like, I'm heavy. Because, you know, I don't know. If you're a girl, you already know. When a nigga do anything, it be giving, like, I'm heavy. Like, am I heavy for you, baby? He's like, no, you're good. Or this body, or this ass. I'm like, watch it. He's like, no, you got it. I'm like, okay. Child. We go to the movies, fast forward. He like, you want popcorn? I'm like, no, I just ate. He's like, do you want anything? I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Let's just watch the movie. We go in the movie theater. We sit down. We sit in our seats. And I'm a little frustrated because every time he keep walking past or walking behind or something, he's making a point to grab me at my waist. So every time he was doing it, I was getting slightly irritated. So the thing is, throughout the date, he would get overly freaked out and then he would act normal. And then he would get overly freaked out and then he would get normal. So every time he was getting overly freaked out, he was combating it with then acting super normal and making jokes and making me laugh and stuff. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like torn between the two. Torn in between the two. You know what I'm saying? So we say the movie's on credits, he started rubbing on my leg. He rubbing on my leg. I feel my blood boiling. He rubbing on my leg. He like, you sure you don't want anything? I'm like, go get us some margaritas. Go get us some drinks from the bar. Mind you, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I didn't even know if there was a bar, to be honest. Like, I did not even know if there was a bar or not. But I'm like, go to the bar and go get us some drinks. I just needed a second. So he go out, he leave out the theater. I get on the phone with my homegirl. Not even. I get on the phone with my homeboy Malik, and I'm like, I'm so irritated. Like, I'm like, he's so like just being overly sexual. I was already texting my friend, so he already knew the tea. But I'm like, yeah, like I'm irritated. Like, he's just being overly sexual. Like, he's like sexualizing the hell out of me, and that's like really frustrating me. And then also, it's just like, as a girl, like wanting a genuine connection and being overly sexualized constantly is such like an annoying thing. Like, it's so discouraging because it's like, damn, like you really just look at me like a fucking object or a like sexual fantasy, or you know what I'm saying? And it's just frustrating. Like, can we just like talk and laugh and chill and like enjoy each other's company? Like, fuck. Why in the midst of me being on FaceTime, this nigga come back jolly as fuck, jolly as shit, walking up the stairs with 2 drinks. This nigga done found a bar. This nigga went out there and fucking expecto patronum a bar. Cause bitch, where was I did not see a bar. When I said go get us drinks, I didn't even know that there really was a bar. I was just saying it so he could get the hell out of my face for a second. Literally. He come back with drinks, but look, I'm not mad at it, thank ya. So he bring my drink, I'm sipping, da-da. While we're watching the movie, he's rubbing on my leg, I move his hand. He's trying to hold my hand, I'm like, all right, we can hold hands. We're holding hands. I would not believe what this man did while we were watching the movie. We're watching the movie, he's holding my hand, and he keeps moving my hand to his private area. So when he did it the first time, I'm like, maybe he just adjusting like where, like the way that we're holding hands. So I move my hand back where we were still holding hands. He does it again. This time when he does, I pop him in his chest. Because what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, stop. Like you're really blowing mine. So I do that. I move my hand back. Now I'm not holding his hand. I'm not nothing. We watched the entirety of the movie and I did not hold his hand. I did not say nothing to him. I just have a fucking attitude. So the movie ends. It's time to leave. I go to the bathroom. I come out. We're leaving out. We go. He orders a black truck for us to leave. And we go. So, you know, the black truck has the back seat. So we go get in the back seat. He want to hold my hand again. He's like, oh, like, let me hold your hand. So I'm just like, we holding hands again. He's like, let me get a kiss. I'm like, no. He's like, let me get a kiss. I'm like, no. No. So we're holding hands, whatever case may be. He ends up trying to grab my thigh. So when he grabbed my thigh, I hit him again. And I'm like, bro, you act like a horny teenager. Like, you're acting like a teenage boy right now. Like, what the hell? So we, in silent, get to his location. It drops him off. And when he's about to get out, he's like, I'm like, no, I'm not giving you a kiss. Here. I kiss him on his cheek. He gets out. I immediately get on the phone and start talking mad shit. I'm popping mad shit. When I get in the house, I'm like, no, I'm going to say something. When we was on the date, he had mentioned, make sure you give me a date review after. So I text him and I say, hold on, what was his name? I don't remember. So I text him and I say, when do you want your date review? He says, now. I said, good or bad first. He said, everything. I said, well, you're very cool and kept me laughing. I think you're cute and funny. I could definitely hang out with you, and I did enjoy parts. But I also felt like I said in the Uber, that you kind of have this teenage boy type of lustfulness about you with touching, amongst other things, that continuously threw me off, as I kept telling you. It's really hard to get to know someone when I kept having to tell you to stop touching me a certain way or placing my hands on you. I think that overshadowed actually getting a chance to see if we genuinely just vibe. Clear, concise, direct, real. He says, oh, sorry. Literally just, oh, sorry. At that point, I mentally cut him off. I said, it's cool. He said, okay. I mean, not gonna lie, I be trying to touch if that's gonna be a problem. I said, huh? He said, what? I said, look at what you said, you fucking dumbass. He said, I didn't say you fucking dumbass, I said, look at what you said. He said, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep my hands to myself. You're just so much woman, I have to. Fucking disgusting. I said, well, damn, that sucks. LOL, not my thing. It wasn't an option. He said, sorry, and I thumbs it up. My thing is, as a man, how the fuck are you gonna tell me that I'm so much woman, you're not gonna be able to not touch me? That is disgusting. Especially if I'm vocalizing to you that it made me uncomfortable and I didn't like it. How fucking dare you tell me that I'm just gonna have to fucking deal with it if I'm around you? Fuck no, are you fucking stupid? And then you're 24 years old and I don't know what type of little girls you're used to dealing with, baby. I'm a grown ass woman. I act like it, I move like it, and I obviously articulate like it. You're not gonna play with me like that. You're not gonna touch me any type of way. You're not gonna place my hands on you. You're not gonna tell me if I'm gonna be around you. That's just what it's gonna be. Then I won't fucking be around you. Are you fucking dumb? And as a man, why do you even feel like you are entitled to a woman's body in that way? That's so strange to me. And that's really pig behavior. At 24 years old, you should not be acting like a 14-year-old boy. Can't keep your hands to yourself, getting all easily aroused and whatnot. What the hell? Child, when I say that blew me, that absolutely blew me. Not even just from him, but just from dating apps and dating in general. Because you encounter so many of these men that if they're not directly acting like him and acting like a fucking pig, are just undercover, underlying, or have an ulterior motive to sexually engage with you in some way, shape, or form. And it's just like, damn, we can't talk, we can't laugh, we can't chat, we can't key. We can't key. Nevertheless, y'all, I stopped talking to him, obviously. When I went on Instagram, he had unfollowed me on Instagram. I blocked him, bitch. Swerve. Blocked him on his number too, and I'm so glad I didn't unmatch with him on Tinder because that's the only way that I would have the messages to show you guys. Y'all, this was absolutely fucking a mess. But it made for a good story. So, bitch, here y'all motherfucking go. Thank you to everybody that voted on the poll for this story time. If you want the chance to vote for what you want my next story time to be, you have to be following me on Instagram at Cienna Rosalina, and you have to join my channel, Rose's Penthouse, which is on my Instagram right here. And you will get a chance to vote, and you'll get a say-so in all my YouTube shit, for real. And honestly, just behind the scenes content, period. Here are my shout outs for the week from everybody that commented the secret emoji on last week's video. Morel from NYC, thank you so much for the love. Hoping you got a shout out. Well, baby, here's your shout out. Shout out to Amaris Davis, 13, and shout out to Autumn, 1120. Thank you guys so much for participating and dropping the secret emoji for a shout out, and I love you guys so much, and thank you guys for your support. If you want to be shouted out in the next video, the secret emoji for this video is gonna be the disgusted emoji. Because he's fucking disgusting. Matter of fact, actually, it's gonna be the pig emoji. Because he's a fucking pig. So if you want a chance to be featured in next week's video, make sure you guys are dropping the pig emoji. Again, thank you guys so much. And please click like. And once you click like, look at it. It'll say hype. Hype this video up. And make sure you guys are mother freaking subscribed. As always, thank you guys for joining me. This was another story time. Hopefully you enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Cienna signing out. Later.